The engine roared to life under my hands. A 2015 Chevy pickup I'd rebuilt from the frame up. Sweat dripped as I tightened the last bolt in my Miami workshop, the kind of satisfying click that made the long hours worth it. At 35, running Rivera Auto Repair kept me grounded, fixing what others broke, turning scrap into something reliable. Sophia, my wife of 8 years, texted me mid-afternoon, running late again. Client deadline. I wiped my hands and replied, no problem. Picking up takeout? No response. That was the new normal. Sophia, 32 and a graphic designer at a downtown firm, had been pulling these shifts for weeks. I'd supported her career from the start, bought her that high-end iPad last month so she could freelance on the side. You're killing it, I told her over breakfast, kissing her goodbye as she headed out. We were solid, or so I thought. Date nights, weekend drives along Ocean Drive, plans to renew our vows next summer. But lately, her phone buzzed constantly, and she'd angled the screen away. That evening, I got home to our Coconut Grove house first. I fired up the grill for steaks, her favorite, and set the table outside under the string lights. Sophia pulled in at 8:45, keys jingling as she dropped her bag by the door. Hey, she said, pecking my cheek before heading straight to the kitchen. Smells good. I'm starving. We sat down, and I passed her a plate. How was the day? That big project wrap up? She nodded, cutting into her steak. Yeah, intense. Team meeting ran over. Her phone lit up on the table, a call from an unknown number. She glanced at it, silenced it, and took a sip of wine. Sorry, work stuff. I raised an eyebrow. Emergency at this hour? She shrugged. Just a client chasing revisions. Nothing major. We ate in relative quiet, but the steak turned to rubber in my mouth. Something felt off. Her quick dismissal, the way she avoided my eyes. After dinner, I cleared the plates while she scrolled her phone. Want to watch that new series? I asked, drying my hands. She stood. Actually, I need to finish some sketches. Rain check. I nodded, but as she walked away, her phone buzzed again. This time, she stepped into the office and closed the door. Curiosity gnawed at me. When the house went quiet, I approached. The door was ajar. She was on the phone, voice low. No, not tonight. Alex is home. Yeah, tomorrow works. See you. My stomach dropped. I slipped back to the living room, heart pounding. Who was you? Work didn't call like that. Later, when she was in the shower, I picked up her phone from the counter. No passcode. We trusted each other. Text from L. Can't wait for coffee. Missed that laugh. Another. Delete this after. Sophia, you're worth the risk. L. Her college ex, Luis. They'd dated briefly before me, but she'd sworn it was ancient history. I set the phone down, mind racing. No yelling, no accusations, not yet. I needed proof, not paranoia. The next morning, over coffee, I acted normal. Hey, I was thinking about that vow renewal. Maybe book a spot in the Keys? She smiled faintly. Sounds nice. Let's plan it soon. But her eyes darted to her phone as another text chimed. That afternoon, I called my buddy Carlos, a private investigator who'd helped with a stolen car case last year. Alex, man, you sure? He asked when I explained. Dead sure. Discreet, no drama. Just facts. He agreed to tail her for a few days. Cost you a six-pack, but I'll get results. By evening, Sophia canceled our planned beach walk. Stressed from work. Heading out for a quick meetup with a colleague. I nodded. Cool. Drive safe. She left at 7, and I waited. Carlos texted at 9:15. She's at a cafe in Little Havana. With a guy, mid-30s, suit. Laughing close. Matches the photo you sent. Luis Morales. My jaw clenched. That wasn't a colleague. I paced the kitchen, fists tight. But exploding wouldn't fix this. Instead, I pulled up our joint bank app. A charge from yesterday, for $150 at a jewelry store. Sophia hadn't mentioned buying anything. I forwarded the alert to myself and closed the account access for non-essentials. Carlos called the next day. More than coffee. They met again last night, motel on the edge of town. No pics yet, but it's not business. And that necklace? Receipt shows it was a gift for L.M. Luis's initials. She's using your money, brother. Rage boiled, but I channeled it. Sophia came home that night, all smiles. Rough day, but I nailed the project. I hugged her, playing the part. Proud of you. Inside, I set my first rule, no chasing. Observe, gather, then act. That weekend, she suggested a date night, dinner at our favorite spot in South Beach. I agreed, but Carlos had eyes on her pre-dinner errand. Twist, she detoured to Luis's office downtown, handing him the necklace in the parking lot. A quick embrace, Then she sped off to meet me. At dinner, she was affectionate, toasting to us. But her phone stayed face down. I smiled back, already plotting. To trust, I said, clinking glasses. She echoed it, oblivious. By Monday, I'd separated our finances, quietly transferring my share to a new account. Carlos confirmed. Luis was married, with a kid on the way. Sophia knew. The lies stacked up. The tension built fast. Sophia started snapping at small things. Why I asked about her schedule, why I checked the mail. You're too clingy, Alex. I stayed calm. Just want to sync up. Team, right? But inside, I was done being the fool. Carlos's next report hit like a wrench. Photos of them entering Luis's apartment building, her hand on his arm. Timestamp. The night she claimed it girls' night. I confronted the mirror that night, vowing no more games. Sophia slept soundly beside me. I didn't. Dawn broke, and I called Carlos for round 2. Deeper dig. I need everything. He paused. You got it. But Alex, this ends one way or another. Yeah, it would. On my terms. The workshop buzzed that day, customers in and out, engines humming. Sophia texted, love you. Home late. I replied, same. But I meant it differently. Love was earned, not assumed. As the sun set over Miami's skyline, I locked up, mind sharp. The trap was set. Now, wait for the snap. I locked the workshop door at dusk, the Miami heat clinging like a bad habit. 2 weeks had blurred since Carlos's first photos, and I kept my routine ironclad. Early mornings tuning engines, late nights reviewing statements. Sophia's lies piled up. Another client dinner, last Thursday, confirmed by Carlos as a hotel bar rendezvous with Luis. I didn't text her accusations. Instead, I adjusted. Moved client pickups to overlap her overtime. Ate solo when she bailed. No begging for explanations. That was rule 2. Control my time, not hers. Sophia noticed the shift. Friday morning, she cornered me in the kitchen before work. You've been distant, Alex. Everything okay? I poured coffee, steady. Busy week. Tollers booked solid. She touched my arm. We should do something fun. Tonight? I'll cook. Her eyes searched mine, but I nodded. Sure. Home by 7. She agreed, kissing me quick before grabbing her keys. Carlos texted mid-afternoon. She's heading to Luis's office now. Not work. I replied, document it. By 6, she texted, running late, project snag. Order pizza? I did solo. She rolled in at 9:30, bag slung over her shoulder. Sorry, babe. Deadline hell. I passed her a slice. No worries. Ate already. We sat at the table, her picking at crust while scrolling her phone. It buzzed. She angled away, typing fast. Client? I asked casually. She locked the screen. Yeah, urgent. That set the pattern. Saturday, she suggested a romantic night in. Candles on the table, her famous paella simmering. I walked into the setup, surprised but wary. Carlos had tailed her earlier. A quick stop at a florist, then Luis's building. Flowers for him. She hugged me tight when I arrived. Missed this. Us. We ate. Her laughing at old stories, foot brushing mine under the table. For an hour, it felt real, her hand on my knee, whispers about weekend plans. But her phone vibrated twice. She silenced it without looking. After dinner, she cleared plates, insisting I relax. Let me handle cleanup. I watched from the couch as she washed, humming. Then she joined me, curling up close. I've been stressed, Alex. Work's killing me, but I don't want us drifting. I pulled her in. Me neither. We kissed, slow, but my mind raced. Carlos's update. Post-florist, she met Luis in his car. 20 minutes. Emerged flushed. The affection tonight. A patch job. Sunday brunch followed. She whipped up eggs and avocado toast, chatting about a promotion pitch. If I landed, we could take that Keys trip sooner. I smiled, serving mimosas. You deserve it. But as she reached for her phone to check emails, a notification pinged, deleted fast. I excused myself to the garage, calling Carlos. Deeper on Luis. Background. He grunted. On it. Monday hit like a storm. Sophia left early for a team meeting. I dove into the taller, rebuilding a transmission for a loyal client, Mr. Gonzalez, who clapped my back. You're a rock, Alex. Family man through and through. If only he knew. By noon, Carlos delivered. Luis Morales, 36, married to Elena, accountant at a firm in Coral Gables. One kid, Sophia age 2. And the twist, Luis had texted Sophia. Wife suspects. Keep low. But can't stay away. He was playing both sides, begging Sophia for discretion while stringing her along. No divorce plans, just thrill. I forwarded the thread to my secure folder. No confrontation yet. Let her dig her hole. That evening, Sophia bounced in with takeout. Surprise. Cuban sandwiches from Versailles. We ate on the patio, her animated about work. But mid-bite, her phone rang, unknown. She stepped inside to answer, voice hushed. I strained to hear. Not now. Alex is right here. Tomorrow, same spot. Back out. She smiled too bright. Boss. More revisions. The barbacoa invite came Tuesday. Neighbors in Little Havana hosting a casual grill out. Nate, my welding buddy from the taller, texted the group. Burgers at 6. Bring Sophia. I replied. In. Sophia saw it, shrugged. Maybe. Tired after work. I didn't push. At the park, smoke rose from the grill, kids chasing a soccer ball. Nate flipped patties, nodding me over. Where's the wife? Running late, I said, grabbing a beer. Halfway through my burger, Sophia arrived. Not for me. She hugged 2 women from the block, then joined a cluster near the cooler, laughing loud at some story. Luis wasn't there, but her energy screamed distraction. Nate leaned in. You good, man? Looked tense. Before I could answer, he called over the grill. Sophia, you too all right? She turned, smile plastic. Oh yeah? Alex has been intense about schedules lately. Like, chill, right? Head swiveled. I set my plate down. Intense. I'm just asking for a heads up. Basic stuff. She waved it off. He wants play-by-play, like we're kids. It's a lot. Nate raised a brow. Carla, his wife, snorted from the cooler. Girl, that's called partnership. Don't downplay it. Sophia stiffened. Not now, Carla. But I stepped closer. If we're good, say it to me. Not the crowd. She flushed, changing tack. Fine, later. Happy? No, I said flat. But I'm done playing side character in your show. Skip the promotion party next week. Go solo. Carla chimed in. For real, Sophia. Treating him like he's late on rent? Weird. Sophia blinked, stung. Excuse me. Nate flipped a burger hard. She's right. Sophia's eyes locked on mine hard. I held steady. She broke first. I'm out, she announced, storming to her car without a goodbye. Nate clapped my shoulder. Not on you, brother. Whatever's up, you handled it clean. I nodded. Setting boundaries. Locks change Monday, digital code. She gets the new one when she acts like a partner. He approved. Smart. Protect your peace. Home by 10, I texted Carlos. Ramp up surveillance. Finances too. He replied. Done. Watch her accounts. Wednesday, Sophia was all apologies. Breakfast in bed. I overreacted. Let's reset. I accepted, but separated the joint checking that day. Transferred my half to a solo account. Locked non-essentials. Her card worked for groceries. Mine covered the house. Thursday, twist hit via Carlos. Photos of Sophia and Luis at a motel in Hialeah, her car parked beside his. But the kicker, Luis's wife Elena had called Sophia's work line. Phishing. Sophia deleted the voicemail, but Carlos intercepted. Elena knew fragments, confronting Luis. He swore it off, but met Sophia anyway. Cheater cheating cheaters. Sophia sensed the chill that night. You're quiet. I shrugged. Tired. She pushed. About the barbacoa. Forget it, I cut in. But the code changes tomorrow. Tracks entries. Email reports to both of us. She froze. You're locking me out? Securing the house. I pay the bills, you vanish. Fair. Arms crossed. She accused. Controlling much? Protecting, I countered. Your absences scream louder. She grabbed her bag. Need a shower. Space. Door slammed upstairs. I called my lawyer cousin Rosa. Divorce consult, quiet. She set it for next week. Carlos's follow-up. Sophia texted her sister Maria, my old friend from college, confessing. In love with Luis. But Alex suspects. Maria replied. He's too good for this. Tell him, or end it. Plot twist. Maria called me after, voice tight. Alex, she told me everything. I'm sorry. Want the truth? I did. She's deep in. But Luis? Married, lying to her too. I can connect you with a PI if you haven't. Already on it, I said. Thanks, Maria. Means a lot. She paused. You deserve better. Always have. The call ended, but her words lingered. Sophia emerged from the shower, towel-dried hair, attempting normalcy. Dinner? I shook my head. Ate at the taller. Early night. She deflated, but I was steel, boundaries drawn. Friday sealed it. Carlos sent a folder. Luis's financials, debts piling, using Sophia for loans from our joint account. $2,000 withdrawn last month, labeled gift. And the bomb, Sophia's purse scan. Legal viatel, a plane ticket stub to Cancun, dated next month. 4-2. Luis's plan, weekend getaway, no strings. But Elena's text to Luis. End it, or I leave with the baby. He was cornered, feeding Sophia lies. I confronted the evidence alone, fists clenched. No more waiting. Sophia got home late. I was on the couch, folder ready. But not yet, build the case. Good day, she asked, tentative. Productive, I replied. Yours? She nodded, avoiding eyes. The air crackled. Tomorrow, the locks. Monday, the truth. The taller hummed Saturday. Engines revving, tools clanging. Sophia texted. Out with Maria. Be back soon. Carlos, lying. En route to Luis's. I worked through it, mind plotting. Vengeance wasn't rage, it was precision. By sunset, the pieces aligned. Her world was cracking, mine was fortifying. I installed the digital lock on the front door Sunday morning, the keypad beeping as I tested the code. No more keys. Entries logged, alerts to my phone. Sophia had spent the night at Maria's after the barbacoa fallout, texting a vague need space. I replied once. Door code changes tomorrow. 4827. Tracks everything. No response. Rule 3. Actions over words. I headed to the taller, tuning a Ford F-150 for a rush job, the engines hummed drowning out the what-ifs. Monday blurred into routine. Sophia returned mid-afternoon, punching the code with deliberate force. The alert pinged my phone. Entry at 2:17 p.m. She found me in the garage, tools in hand. What's this? She demanded, waving her phone with the code email. I wiped grease off my hands. Security upgrade. Logs who comes and goes, sends reports. Her eyes narrowed. You're tracking me now? Protecting the house. I cover the mortgage, you dip out. Fair play. She crossed her arms. This is paranoid. Necessary, I shot back. Your schedule's a mystery. This clears it up. She stormed inside, slamming the door. I followed after locking up a carburetor. In the kitchen, she paced. I have a work trip Wednesday, Orlando conference. 2 nights. I nodded. Booked it. Last week. Client insisted. Carlos had texted earlier. No conference. Flights to Orlando were for Luis's business summit. But Sophia's ticket was one way, return open. Twist. She planned to extend, meet him after. I played along. Cool. I'll hold down the fort. She softened slightly. Miss me. Always. But I forwarded her itinerary to Carlos. Tail the trip. Tuesday, she packed light. A carry-on, no fanfare. Back Friday, she said, kissing my cheek before leaving for the airport. I waved her off, then called Rosa, my lawyer cousin. Papers ready? Grounds. Infidelity, financial misuse. She confirmed. Drafted. Serve when you want. Clean divorce. Miami no fault. But evidence strengthens your side on assets. I thanked her, then dove into the taller. A big contract landed. Fleet maintenance for a local delivery company. You're on it, Alex, the owner said, shaking my hand. Focus shifted. Her chaos couldn't touch this. Carlos called from the road. She's not at the airport. Drove straight to Luis's condo in Brickell. Checked in together, his name on the reservation. My grip tightened on the phone. Photos. Sending now? And Elena, Luis's wife, texted Sophia. Stay away from my husband. Sophia blocked her. Plot twist 1. Luis had promised Sophia a clean break, but Elena was filing for separation that week, citing the affair. Sophia didn't know. Luis kept her in the dark to buy time. By evening, the photos hit. Sophia and Luis in the hotel lobby, her hand in his, then elevator footage, close, whispering. I saved them to the folder, stomach knotted but resolve steel. No calls to her. Let her play. Maria texted. Sophia called. Said you're suffocating her. But she slipped, admitted seeing Luis. I pressed. She hung up. I replied. Knew it. Thanks for the heads up. Maria, you deserve truth. Coffee soon. Wednesday, the house felt bigger without her. I worked late, sealing the fleet deal with a signature. Home by 10, I prepped dinner, grilled chicken, rice, solo. Carlos updated. They're at the conference, but ditching sessions. Lunch at a riverside spot, then his room. Elena confronted Luis by phone, screaming match. He told Sophia it's work stress. I nodded to myself. Lies compounding. Thursday twist dropped like a bad diagnosis. Carlos. Sophia tried accessing the joint account. Online transfer attempt. $1,500 to an unfamiliar routing. Blocked it. I checked the app. Alert at 3 p.m. Yeah, denied. Who's the recipient? Luis's side account. And bigger, Elena's lawyer contacted mine indirectly. She knows about Sophia. Wants joint custody leverage. Plot twist 2. Sophia, desperate to fund their future, had hacked our old shared password, changed by me weeks ago, but the failed transfer pinged the bank. Traced back to her IP at the hotel. Evidence gold. I forwarded it to Rosa. Add financial fraud angle? She replied, strengthens. Serve papers Friday. Catch her off guard. Maria called that night. Alex, Sophia's spiraling. Texted me she's done with the marriage. But Luis dumped her mid-argument. Elena's filing hit him hard. Sophia's alone in Orlando, begging a ride home. I stayed even. She chose this. Maria paused. Yeah, and for what it's worth. I've always seen how solid you are. Don't let her break that. Friday dawned humid. Sophia's flight landed at 2 p.m. Code alert. Entry at 2:45. I was home, folder on the kitchen table, Rosa's papers clipped beside it. She walked in, bag dropping with a thud. Hey, she said, forcing a smile. Missed you. I stood by the counter, arms crossed. Rough trip? She nodded, setting keys down. Intense, but good networking. Her phone buzzed. She silenced it. Luis, no doubt. We sat for coffee. Got time to talk? I asked. She tensed. Sure. What's up? I slid the folder over. Open it. She flipped it. Photos first. Hotel lobby, elevator, motel nights from earlier tales. Her face drained. Alex, this is proof. I cut in. Luis. Months now. Using our money for his gifts, his hotels. She slammed it shut. It's not what it looks like. A mistake. Work friend. I pulled out the bank alert. Transfer attempt yesterday? To him. Blocked. She stood, voice rising. You're spying. This is insane. Protecting, I repeated. You lied about Orlando, met him there. Elena knows. Her divorce filing cites you. Plot twist reveal. I played the voicemail Carlos snagged. Elena's message to Sophia. Leave my family alone, or I'll expose you at work. Sophia collapsed into the chair. He said he'd leave her. It was real. I shook my head. For you? Or the thrill? Papers here, divorce. Signed or court. She grabbed the papers, scanning. You're throwing us away? You did. First lie, first night out. I'm done chasing. She crumpled a page. I love you, Alex. This was stupid, a lapse. Tears came, but I held firm. Lapse. Plane ticket for 2? Loans from our account? Rosa's phone rang, me on speaker. Sophia, this is attorney Rosa Diaz. Assets split. House mine. Savings 60 to 40 my favor. Your misuse. No alimony. Infidelity bars it. Sophia's head snapped up. You planned this. Responded. I corrected. Months of warnings ignored. She dialed Luis, speaker on. Voicemail. Sophia, Elena's taking everything. Can't see you. End it. She stared at the phone, broken. He lied? Like you, I said. Pack what you need. Maria's place? I'll change the code again. She begged. Give me a chance. I'll end it. Therapy, anything. I stood. Too late. You chose escape. I choose peace. Neighbors' cars hummed outside. Carlos pulled up discreetly, nodding from his truck. Back up if needed. Sophia grabbed her bag, stuffing clothes. You'll regret this. I'm not the villain. Actions say otherwise, I replied. Door code beeped. Exit at 4:12 p.m. Maria arrived 20 minutes later, knocking. Hurt. She called me crying. I let her in. Papers served. She's yours for now. Maria hugged me quick. You did right. Strong, not spiteful. We sat, her pouring coffee. Sophia's wrecked. Luis ghosted her post-Elena blow-up. I nodded. Consequences. She touched my hand. And you? Holding up? Better. Taller contract signed today, expanding. Saturday, the house echoed empty. I changed the code to 7,391, updated utilities to my name. Carlos dropped final files. Luis's debts exposed. Sophia's work at risk from Elena's network. No pursuit, just closure. Rosa texted. She signed preliminaries. Clean. Tension eased. I grilled lunch solo, planning the taller edition. But the peak lingered. Sophia texted at dusk. Can we talk? I see now. Deleted, unread. Maria called. She's at my place, packing for Hialeah rental. Admits it all. Love for Luis was fantasy. I exhaled. Good. Tell her. Respect lost can't be bought back. Click. The storm broke. Calm followed. Workshop called. Engines don't lie. Sunday. Nate invited me to the taller for beers. Heard the news. You okay? Solid, I said, clinking bottles. Boundaries work. He grinned. That's my boy. Sophia's loss. Maria joined later, casual. Walk. We strolled the block, her arm brushing mine. No pressure, just presence. The affair's web unraveled, my path cleared. By night, I reviewed the fleet contract. 6 figures, new hires. Sophia's echo faded. Confrontation done, terms set. Next, rebuild stronger. Sophia signed the preliminary papers Monday morning at Rosa's office, her pen scratching quick across the forms. No fight, just a nod and an exit. Tell Alex I'll call, she muttered to Maria on the way out. Maria texted me. Done. She's heading to Hialeah, small apartment, month to month. I replied, thanks. Block her number if needed. The house code stayed 7,391. Utilities flipped to my name. No more shared anything. Rule 4. Cut ties clean, no loose ends. Tuesday, the taller buzzed with the new fleet contract. I hired 2 mechanics, Javier and Miguel, training them on diagnostics. This is how we turn around a semi in under 4 hours, I demonstrated, wrench in hand. Paychecks cleared, expansion plans rolled, new bay for trucks. Sophia's absence sharpened focus. No distractions, just progress. Carlos called midday. Loose end. Luis reached out to Elena's lawyer, begging no custody loss. Mentioned Sophia as one-time mistake. I snorted. Keep tabs if it helps the case. But I was done digging. Evidence stacked enough. Maria suggested coffee Wednesday after her shift at the clinic. We met at a spot in Coconut Grove, her scrubs swapped for jeans. Sophia's settling in, she said, stirring her latte. Lost the promotion. Boss heard rumors from Elena's circle. I nodded, sipping black. Her actions. Maria leaned in. And you? Taller booming? Signed 3 more clients today. Feels good. She smiled. Always knew you'd thrive solo. The talk flowed. Her long shifts, my rebuild stories. No pressure, just easy rhythm. As we walked out, her hand brushed mine. Dinner sometime? No strings. I agreed. Tomorrow. That night, Sophia texted from a new number. Need my books back. Can I swing by? Deleted. Rosa handled logistics, shipping via courier, no contact. Thursday dinner with Maria, Cuban roast at a quiet spot in Little Havana. She laughed at my tale of a stubborn carburetor. You're fixer of everything. I shrugged. Try to be. Post-meal walk along the bay, waves lapping, her arm linking mine. Sophia called me upset. Luis ghosted her, blocked after Elena's filing. Plot twist 1. Luis had contacted me anonymously via burner. Leave us alone. Elena knows it all. Tell Sophia to back off. I forwarded to Rosa. Leverage for Sophia's side of the mess. No reply from me. Let karma route it. Friday sealed the week. Fleet trucks rolled in for service. I oversaw the crew, clipboard in hand. Home early. I grilled fish solo, phone silent. Maria texted, free tonight? Movie? We caught a late showing. Action flick. Her commentary cracking me up. Afterward, in my driveway, she paused. Alex. I felt this for years. But timing sucked. I pulled her close. Timing's right now. Kiss soft real. No rush, just start. Weeks blurred into routine. Sophia's divorce finalized mid-month. House mine, savings split 60-40 after deductions for her withdrawals. No alimony, courts cited evidence. She got the Hialeah walk-up, a beat-up sedan, and silence from mutual friends. I expanded the taller, added a paint booth, revenue up 40%. Maria and I dated steady. Clinic pickups, weekend drives to the Everglades. Her laugh filled gaps Sophia left empty. Then the twist hit. Luis called my cell. Trace number, bold move. Alex, we need to talk. Peace. I answered flat. No. He pushed. Sophia's blowing up my life. Elena's divorcing, taking the kid. Back off. I recorded it, sending to Rosa. You're the one who started. Click. Plot twist 2. Anonymous tip to Elena. Luis's full affair log, courtesy of Carlos's final favor. She confronted him publicly. His firm fired him for distractions. Sophia's work followed. Gossip spread, clients pulled. Maria confirmed. Sophia begged me for help. Lost 2 accounts. Facing eviction. I blocked the noise. Maria and I kept low-key, no announcements. Nate noticed at the taller. You and Maria? About time. I grinned. Yeah. He clapped my back. Sophia's circling friends, spinning tales. We shut it down. Loyalty held. 1 month post-signing, The doorbell rang Sunday afternoon. I was in the garage, tuning my truck, Maria inside, prepping lunch, her famous empanadas. Camera feed showed Sophia, hesitant on the step. I wiped hands, opened the door. What? She shifted. Can we talk? About us. Maria emerged, wiping flour off her hands. Sophia. Recognition hit. Sophia's eyes widened. You? With my sister? I blocked the threshold. Divorce is done. What do you want? She pleaded. I messed up. Luis was nothing, a fantasy. I see now, you were always there. Maria stepped beside me. You left him for lies. We built something real. Sophia's voice cracked. This is betrayal, family. No, Maria said firm. You betrayed first. Alex set boundaries, you crossed them. I added, house is mine. Savings split fair. No going back. She glanced past us, Maria's bag on the counter, our takeout plans visible. Please. One chance. Plot twist reveal. I pulled out my phone, playing Luis's voicemail, his plea to me. Hear that? He's done. Elena's got everything. Custody, house. Your future collapsed. Sophia deflated. He promised. Lies, I said. Like yours. Go fix your life. She turned, but paused. Maria, you're taking my place? Maria met her gaze. Not taking. Building. You've always known how he is. Solid. I waited. Sophia stormed to her car, engine revving away. Door closed. Code alert logged her brief approach. Maria hugged me. Handled like a pro. We ate lunch, talking future. Her moving in slow, taller partnership ideas. Tension gone. Just us. Sophia texted Maria later. How could you? Reply. Chose integrity. Like he did. Blocked. Consequences rolled in. Sophia's job tanked. Formal warning for unprofessional conduct. Luis relocated, jobless. Elena winning full custody. Friends distanced. Nate's group chats excluded her spins. I donated $5,000 from recovered funds to a local auto scholarship. Giving back, no grudge. Maria and I walked the beach that evening, sand shifting underfoot. Regrets? She asked. None. This is better. She nodded. Earned it. The affair's fallout faded. Our story rose. Boundaries built empires, not ruins. By month's end, the taller hit record month. New hires trained, contracts stacking. Sophia vanished from radar. Maria's key hung by the door. Life forward, no rear view. Months passed like steady engine rotations. Predictable, powerful. 3 after the divorce, the taller stood at full throttle. 2 bays added, staff doubled, revenue hitting 6 figures quarterly. I ran diagnostics on a delivery van that morning, Javier assisting. Boss, that fleet owner's calling again. Wants us for the whole chain. I nodded, wiping the scanner. Book it. We're ready. Success tasted earned, no shortcuts. Sophia's shadow faded to nothing. Maria and I moved forward to liberate. She shifted a drawer of clothes to my place 2 months in. No fanfare, just practical. Easier for clinic nights, she said, hanging scrubs in the closet. We synced schedules, her early shifts, my late closes. Weekends meant Everglades hikes or South Beach jogs, her hand in mine. No drama, just building. Nate teased at a group beer run. From single to power couple. Sophia who? I laughed. Ancient history. But echoes lingered. Sophia's life unraveled public. Luis skipped town post-firing. Elena securing the house and custody clean. Sophia's design firm let her go. Client exodus after Elena's network spread word. She bounced to freelance gigs, scraping by in Hialeah. Mutual friends like Carla cut contact. Heard her side. Still excuses. Yours rang true. I didn't gloat, just blocked updates. Plot twist 1 dropped via mail 4 months out. Sophia's envelope arrived. No return address. Rosa flagged. Inside, handwritten letter. Alex, I was wrong. Luis was a mirage, selfish, gone when heat hit. You built us. I tore it down. Therapy showed me. Fear of routine, chasing thrill. Sorry doesn't fix, but it's real. Wish you well. I read it once, then struck a match in the backyard fire pit. Flames curled the paper, ashes scattered. No response needed. Peace meant closure, not dialogue. Maria saw the smoke. Burned. Yeah, past stays past. She squeezed my shoulder. Proud of you. The taller celebrated 6 months of the expansion with a small crew barbecue in the lot. Grill smoking, beers chilling. Nate manned the tongs. Carla brought sides. Maria arrived post-shift, helping plate burgers. To Alex, turning wrenches into wins, Nate toasted. Laughter rose. I clinked bottles. To the team. Couldn't solo this. Halfway through, my phone buzzed unknown. Voicemail. Sophia, voice steady but edged. Heard about the taller. Congrats. If you ever. No, forget it. Be happy. Deleted. But the call? Traced later by Carlos's old contact. She'd driven by the shop that afternoon, watching from her car across the street. Spotted Maria's car or mine. Left without approaching. Maria and I talked it that night over takeout. She's processing, she said. But we don't owe replays. I agreed. Boundaries hold. Our rhythm deepened. She joined a taller advisory meeting. Her clinic admin skills streamlining invoices. I picked her up after a tough shift, coffee waiting. Intimacy grew natural, shared bed, shared plans. Engagement? She asked one evening, casual over cards. I paused the game. When right. No rush. But the ring sat in my drawer, picked weeks back. Simple band, her style. 5 months marked the peak. Nate's annual block party in Little Havana. Music thumping, kids dancing. Maria and I arrived together, her arm looped in mine. Conversations flowed. Fleet owner praised the service. Carla pulled Maria aside for clinic gossip. I grabbed sodas when Sophia appeared at the edge, uninvited, but Carla's invite list had lapsed ties. She approached hesitant, cup in hand. Alex. Maria? Tension rippled. Nate hovered nearby. Party's open. I said neutral. She nodded. Just checking in. New job, remote graphics for a startup. Stable. Maria stayed silent, supportive beside me. Sophia glanced at our linked hands. You two serious? Yes, I replied. Built on trust. She swallowed. I get it now. Lost everything chasing nothing. Luis? Bounced checks, vanished. Elena won fair. Plot twist 2. She pulled a folded paper from her pocket. Therapy summary, redacted. Not for pity. Proof I'm changing. But you moved on right. I took it, skimmed, handed back. Good for you. Means growth. No warmth, no cold, fact. She nodded. One ask, forgive? Not for back, just forward. Maria spoke. Forgiveness is yours to give yourself. We chose peace. Sophia's eyes welled, but she straightened. Fair. Take care. She melted into the crowd, chatting briefly with stragglers before leaving early. No scene, just exit. Nate clapped my back post-departure. Handled like steel. She's turning corner? Hope so, I said. But not my road. The party rolled on. Dancing, stories. Maria and me on the sidelines, her head on my shoulder. Solid, she whispered. That night, home, I pulled the ring. Timings now. On one knee in the living room. Simple. Maria, build forever? Tears, yes. No spectacle, just us. News trickled. Sophia landed steady freelance. Dated casually, no scandals. Luis resurfaced in Tampa, entry-level sales, paying child support late. Elena thrived, new firm. I donated taller profits. $10K to a Miami youth auto program. Teach skills, build futures, I told the director. Maria joined the ribbon cut, her engagement ring catching light. 6 months post-divorce, we hosted our own barbecue. Taller crew, Nate's group, Maria's clinic pals. Grill fired, music low. Toasts to new starts. No Sophia invites. Boundaries respected. As sun set, Maria and I stepped aside. Regrets? She asked. 0. Integrity 1. She smiled. And love followed. Life stabilized. Mornings ran routes along the bay. Evenings taller closeouts. Maria's key stayed. Wedding plans sketched casual. Beach, small. Sophia's letter ashes? Fertilizer for growth. Vengeance. Never rage. Precision, proof, peace. Traders faced mirrors. The faithful built legacies. The engine of my rebuilt Chevy purred that final drive home, Maria beside. No looking back, full speed ahead.